All right, everybody, welcome back to another stream. Welcome, everybody. It is fun to once again be live. I gotta see if I can pull up the YouTube chat as well. I always struggle a bit because I can't pull it up till it's live. There we go. Hello, everybody. We're not gonna go inactive for 3 months again just because an event just finished. I'm gonna try to keep the consistency going. There's a couple of things happening. IRL. This weekend I went to the Swedish island of Gotlam, which is crazy island to be honest. It's in the middle of the Eastern Sea, and it's just been the home of so many countries over the years. It's a very fascinating old city. Went there this week because apparently, I didn't know this, week 29 is the week everyone in Stockholm goes to party in this place. So my friends invited me. It was a good time. Now I'm back. Crazy adventure. And very nice to see you all. In the meantime, what's happened is that Deep Slip has been finished by 3 players. I was first, Alcon second, Lars third. And because of this, they've now posted the long-awaited variant of the map. Everything's out now. You have Easy Slip, which is, well, they call it Chill Slip, but it is Deep Slip, but with difficulty modification. You have Deep Slip with a bunch of checkpoints, the full map. You also have each floor. All 18 floors are now released. You can practice them as you like. And also go for, fast runs on them, I guess. So, with floor 18 specifically, I want to try to drive the intended way on the floor and just count attempts and see, how many attempts would it actually take on the real floor 18. Of course, a bit tainted because I know the ending of the floor, but just, actually see. Maybe also see the floor 17 Alcon route. There's so many things we can do. Another thing that's been on my mind is seeing if we could do Deep Slip many checkpoints version in under an hour. Because apparently the map, if you drive it perfectly, kind of lines up for sub 1. So that'd be cool. I'm usually around 10k in the world. Can I try Easy Slip? I'd recommend anyone to try, but I don't think it has a lot of finishers yet. Shallow Dip had about 50 finishers the first day. Easy Slip had 5. You still need to know Ice, and that is a challenge for most. But welcome all, welcome. Thank you for the resubs, the primes, Future Pilot, Flux Cube, C Brother Sean, Feisy, Deeve, thank you, Dutzy. A speedrun off the roof. Just going all risk on the roof would be fun too, yeah. Seeing how fast you go. Would be cool. Music is loud. I think it looks about right. You know what I think? Is my voice has gotten quieter now than on past streams. I don't know if I've messed with my audio meters, but I think my voice is just genuinely quieter. I'm talking at minus 15 decibels, where usually I talk at -6. So that's how that works. Wasa, thank you so much. But I think without further ado, let's just get started. Let's play one run of Easy Slip and see if we fall or not. We beat Deep Slip, although my record isn't on the leaderboards yet. We're gonna try to get it posted. Still some hope there. Let's boot up Chill Slip, start the timer, and see, do we beat it without falling? On paper, I should, but I don't know what changes they've done to it. I don't know if it's gonna be hard for me because I might be too fast for some speed checks, and so on and so forth. Download assets, yes. Ah, they have different assets for this map, I see. And they also turn off the plugins so that we can see a bit better. There we go. Yeah, so, okay, that's full screen. One moment. One moment, friends. Yeah, looks good, right? Should we just start? Can you play Deep Slip on console? Not Deep Slip, but Chill Slip, yes. So if you're a console player, this is the map you want to try. But all right, let's do a quick intro and then let's start, okay? That's the plan. Quick intro for the YouTubes and then we start. Okay, so I just need a song. But this is not really it because it has lyrics. It's hard to talk over lyrics. I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We will put on the classic. All right, they have just released a version of Deep Slip that is a lot easier. 10 floors instead of 18. Every jump made a little bit easier, but you still gotta know ice. I finished Deep Slip in 92 hours, and I'm relatively confident I could do this first try. Relatively. I know each jump, it's just a matter of if I get beta or not. We're gonna see. So far, this map's been finished by 6 people. Can we beat it first try? And more importantly, can you beat it? I'm actually gonna challenge you guys to try yourself. Maybe it's a good way to learn ice to play Chill Slip. So you can find this in the Deep Slip Club in-game. Search for Deep Slip in one word, and then hit up the Deep Slip campaign and Chill Slip. Let's see. Let's go. Let's start the green timer. No more thinking. More driving. That is the plan. So you can see the records here on the left. Kevin, Fiskin, Flowhex, Lars, and Veg. 26 minutes, the current record. Don't think I'm gonna beat that, but let's start. I put the I put the GPS tag on my car, guys, so I gotta live up to that. Hello and welcome to Chill Slip. A nice and chill way to enjoy Deep Slip. Okay, best of luck. So I'm gonna try to just drive this the way I usually do. I'm not gonna... Oh, see, that's already different. I'm not gonna change anything. Now, I am not going for the shortcut here, so let's see if they've made this any different. This is typically actually a place I fail a lot. Oh, and they have an extra support platform, okay. Would have been funny if I failed the first jump. Yeah, it would have been very funny. But no, I think we're not gonna like... Oh, I got a PB, look at that. Not gonna stress too much over a fall, but it would be fun to beat it first try. So, I'm guessing, by the way, after challenging you guys, you might use this as a reference video to try to beat the map yourself. If that's the case, then let me try to talk you guys through how to do some things. One thing I think beginners are gonna struggle with is the walls. Oh, they've added reactors. Uh-huh. Yeah, because usually you have to put the car nose up and ice slide, which is which is actually not what you want to do here with reactors. You want reactor down, and then you can just drive this as a wall ride. That's an interesting way to make this beginner friendly. And we make it. Did John, man, thank you for the 5 subs. We make it to floor 1. Looks like you don't even have to do the ice slide spin here, but you might have to carry a bit of speed. Oh. Yeah, you might still have the speed check, honestly. I don't think they would have changed this. Yeah, this could be a bit hard. It's actually moved a bit closer. So far, I think it's relatively drivable. I haven't spotted anything incredibly difficult. Oh, look at this. Yeah, you get one platform there, so you have more speed. Less snow here. You should be able to... I mean, this was a horrible ice slide. Should I just go for it? Okay. Even a horrible ice slide makes it. And we can progress to the dirt ice flake. It has some support. So far, very relaxing map. No places to be stressed. It's still failable, of course, because what's carried me thus far is just general ice physics. Like starting an ice slide by setting up the car sideways, counter steering, and then braking to make it go sharper, or releasing the acceleration to cancel the slide entirely. So we set up the car sideways. Oh, there's no snow anymore. Dude, that's press forward now. Okay. No limits, no plateaus. Some classic bars. Join on time, awesome. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome. Floor 2, the skill check. I'm assuming they're gonna have reactors on the walls here again. Anything else? Oh, this is not a jump anymore. And thank God for that. I would have actually failed it if that was a jump. The gear up might still be cursed here. No, there's a platform to help you, so that is not a problem. Is this shallow dip? Essentially, yes. They call it chill slip, easy slip, whatever you want to call it. It's a version of the map where every trick is made easier. So I would say if you have like you need a baseline ice knowledge, but the second you know how ice works, when you can make the car do what you have in mind on ice, you can probably beat this map. So far only 6 finishers though, which I am surprised by. Like guys, have you tried this map and was it harder than you thought? That jump is hard already. That jump is the same difficulty. Like, can we get some testimonials if you actually played Chill Slip so far? What did you think? You saw Birdie struggling? I of course have the advantage that I know every jump, but yeah, look at this wall here now, so you don't have to stress about going too far. Found it pretty hard. I rage quit and I suck. Which floor did you get to? So welcome, all. Yeah, welcome. Does it have the womb? It has floor 10, so it should have it, yeah. The bowl. Oh my god, I'm already forgetting what we called it. The bowl. A couple of days pass and suddenly, like, the events a blur in my mind, but though not really. Not really a blur, just filled my head this weekend with so many other things. Dimension. Guys, I had such a stupid weekend because we went to, like I said it at the beginning of the stream, I can retell a little bit in more detail. This weekend, I went to the island of Gotlam, which is a Swedish-owned island just in the Eastern Sea. Now, because of its strategic military importance throughout history, so many different nations have tried to lay claim to it. It's been, like, the French have been there. Oh, this is blocked off. Yo, I almost got stuck. The French have been there, the Swedes have been there, I think some of the Baltic countries have been there, Russia's been there, like, it just has a lot of different cultural influences over the years. The architecture there is really fascinating, and it's like this old, like, it almost looks like a film set the way it's made, the city. Because it's like, it's so different to how you make a city nowadays. But it was really fun to be there. But the reason we were there was not for architecture, it was strictly for partying. We made this one friend. It's actually crazy how this friendship started. My Norwegian friend, Nikolai, also used to work for me in the past, moved to Stockholm in February. And so to celebrate him and another Norwegian friend moving to Stockholm, we went out to a club. That night, one thing led to another, and he got punched in the face by a random guy, sucker punched. And then we were sitting there at the club, sort of waiting for police and waiting for... They caught the guy, so we were just waiting to explain the situation. And we're sitting in, like, one of the back rooms of the bar we went to, and this guy who, like, is a promoter and runs some nightclubs and stuff, just walks in and is like, "What are you guys doing here?" And we told him the story, and then we chatted for a bit, and then it was like, "Yeah, you guys, you know, you should come with me and take shots at this other place." And that's how we got to know him. Just, "Oh, you got punched in the face? Let me get you a shot at this other place." But anyway, he's a promoter, so he also knew a lot of people that ran the clubs in Gotland. So, and he told us, "Oh, oi, 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 you can't do it that fast. Fall number 1, although I haven't failed, but, you know, fall number 1. The plastic didn't push me down." Okay, well, we're gonna have to drop down a bit, guys. Sorry about the washedness. Clearly washed. Jumping into the pool, that's 1 fall. Although, the main thing is that I don't fall off the tower, honestly. I'll be happy with that. But back to my story. Now we're invested. He knows a lot of people that run these clubs, so you just get in, no waiting time. It's actually a blessing. I've been telling Nico, like, the punch he took, absolute goated status. He takes 1 punch for the team, and suddenly we get in anywhere we want. It's crazy. But anyway, we're there, and we're there because week 29, every young person from Stockholm apparently just goes to this island to party. They call it the Stockholm Week there. So every place was just filled with people. But because it's so popular, it's very hard to get access to the island. You can only access it by either plane or boat. Planes are very expensive because it's not that commonly a travel distance. And boats were basically all sold out, but a few very bad times to travel. So we leave there Saturday in the morning at 9 AM, which is fine, from 9 AM to 12. But then the ferry we have back is the next day at 5 AM. It's the only ferry to get off the island on the Sunday. If not, you'd have to wait another day, and we didn't want to pay for any place to stay. So we just went, okay, we're going there at 9 a.m. We're gonna meet up with our friends at 12, and then stay there the entire day, go out, have fun, and then take the ferry back at 5 a.m. without sleeping. Sounds like a great plan in theory. The island has more than just drinking though. It has a nice beach, some incredibly like tropical sandy beaches. You wouldn't think it's Sweden, but it was beautiful, beautiful, nice weather. And then we went out a couple. 2 times plastic's gotten me on this map, and I fear what other plastic lies in wait. But overall, point of the story is we had fun, but I got so exhausted afterwards because, yeah, staying out for that long and getting into all these cool places was fun, but I was so fried all of yesterday. And now I'm back. Now I'm back in tip-top shape. You can follow me on Instagram to see all my adventures. I post like, I don't post regular posts, and I get roasted by my friends and Anna for this, but I do post stories every now and then. Like, I haven't posted on Insta in like a year, but it's so hard to remember to do, I feel like. I'm not that passionate about posting on Insta compared to making videos and whatnot. Posting on Insta is useless? Not useless, it's like a nice way to update your friends and, what do you say, mutuals? Your mutuals on what you're doing? Oh, they removed the little balance. Okay, nice. On what you're doing, but it can be a hassle when you feel like, you know, the experience was just as cool whether you post it or not. I'm having to go back here. So yeah, I have like pictures from TwitchCon 2024, from TwitchCon 2025, from Red Bull Faster, from a bunch of events, and it's just like, when will I post these? It feels like too much time has passed to post things from last year, you know, you can't do that. At the same time, you know, I have some great pictures, some fun memories. Kind of good to just put them up and then be done with it. But that's my yapping over. Hope you guys have had a good weekend as well. Oh, look at this, different. Yeah, here we would have to go from like very thin balancing. Now here, hold left, hold left, hold left, hold left, right tap, left, and brake taps. Yo, they just made the entire jump unnecessary. Okay. I thought you still had a gap here of some kind, but no gap. Okay. That's very forgiving. Here we have a gap, but kind of hard to fail it, I think. And if you do, there's backups. This pool is gonna, yeah, this pool is gonna be a lot closer, so I'm not gonna overjump. Put myself in a dangerous spot. Use the throwback hashtag. That's a good save. That's a good save. That's a pro save. People do this with like the picture dump, right? Picture dump from last summer. And then just you do everything in one, and then you're caught up. By the way, you can see the leaderboard, so 192 people have gotten this far on the map. And we'll see how it decreases as we go on. I'm guessing just now that even if you try to EC5 floor 6, it's still gonna be a big challenge. That's my guess. I don't know what else, floor 5 maybe? Floor 5 was a big stopper for a lot of people on the real map, so it might be here too. So let's maybe lock in a bit for that. So far a lot of yapping, which is not good GPS. Like if you turn on Google Maps and it just goes telling you stories, it's not the most useful thing to follow, but... Oh, here they have a safety pool. So if you fall, you just land in the pool. Is the leaderboard a plugin? Yeah, it's called Dips++. Highly recommend if you play this map to download it. It will put up the leaderboard and the height ranking and everything. Show you how far you've climbed, your progression percentage-wise. Yeah, it's nice. PB. Oh my, that might be a respawn. Or just I could fall off the map. Okay, no. Respawn as I meant like looping back. Yeah, I jumped too low. Trying to isolate the entire thing. Hoppa. Yeah, here I usually deny slides, so let's try that. Yeah, that should still be fine. There we are. Second gear here makes this slide a lot easier than first gear. So just make sure you're fast enough for second gear. And then I kind of just let this go for as long. You don't have to let it go all the way to this part. You can stop and gather speed and whatnot. There's a hole here, which... Okay. Normal jump works. Here I aim for the branches, what you want to call that, in the distance. Makes you land always on the platform. Long ice slide, and you can release like last second to straighten out. There's also a fence. Now here there's a couple ways of doing this. There is a backwards strategy if you're not comfortable with sideways. What I try to do is keep the car perfectly sideways. And they've added fences, which is very kind of them. It's gonna make it a bit easier. Yeah, here you don't even need to worry. If editor puts this on screen, the backward strategy is the way to go there for 100% guarantee. And then we move up the bridge. This jump is shorter, I can tell. One extra platform. Long ice slide here, and ooh, not too much on the inside, else you won't make... Oh, you'll still make the drop. Okay. No jump here. Yeah, it's just very, very safe. It's actually... It feels like the mappers care about you here. No booster to mess up your drift. On regular deep sub, it felt like they couldn't care if you fell or not. But if you fell, there was a backup. But here it's like, please don't fall off our map. Here's some guardrails. It feels like playing bowling, but with the railings up, you know? That's my comparison so far. Ooh. Noot noot, I forgot to say sorry, noot noot. Alright. This is still precise, and it still has the same height, so... That might be a tricky slide. I do third gear. Recommend that as well. Second gear is gonna shift up to third at some point mid-slide and make it a bit awkward for you. Okay, so they just added one extra platform. That's gonna make this drop down a bit later. Gotta adapt for that. Oh, and look at this. Aha! Yo, that honestly is how it should have been built on the original too. Giving you a bit more space, because that felt nicer to drive. The other one is just awkward. It's just difficulty by being awkward. Jump up here. Second gear here important. Quite sharp slide and then sharp again. Oh, also easier. I like it. Go up on the sign. You have a bottom rail, but no wall here. Yeah, there you could fall off if you don't slow down in time. So it is quite failable. And we get to floor 6. So now I'm 110th. I predict by the end of this floor we're like 30th. If it's remained even remotely as difficult. Wait, what's going on here? Does the bumper route exist? Oh, with a plastic wall behind. And then what's this? Wait, sorry, I'm confused. I think everyone's having the same experience here, but... Ah, so you can just jump here is what they want you to do. I mean, the bumper works, though. As like a speed strat. Okay. Yeah, because this is the kind of thing that can trip you up, you know? Like, the map looks slightly different for the sake of being easier. Going for world record today? On this, not necessarily. But on... Oh. Yo, that was tough. Yeah, I'd recommend going the long way around here. The one that I saw but didn't do. Wall hug. Okay, that should be, I think, easier with the boosters, actually. Here you don't have to go direct. They made it easier. Don't don't accelerate when the car is backwards. Helps a bit. Although, honestly, the jump was fine afterwards. Shallow angle here is what I do. So try to make sure the car has a less than 90-degree angle when I enter the booster. Then you can climb it and then sharp at the end. Okay, now this feature is probably going to be the same. I don't know how you could make this. Maybe more space, honestly. Yeah, so you have a little bit more space, I guess. Then let's see. I typically I slide up. Get to third gear. Try to jump towards the wall. Just gonna go for this as normal and hope that it's the same. Yes, you do this, you do that. I have enough speed. Oh yeah, this is still difficult. So yeah, here guys, we're gonna see a huge drop off, I think. It's already 59th with this height. So about half the players that got this far did not make that jump, I think. And if we go higher, it should be even more. So that jump is a real skill test. I might be able to do some post commentary on that one to explain it. We drive up and oh, still 59th. Okay, floor 7. Yeah, there's a wall here that's actually really comfortable. I was so scared during the event that we would fall there at some point. Also, I'm seeing some super chats and stuff. I'll let that wait until after the run. But yeah, up to floor 7. I like here to take speed from this platform to get 3rd gear for the next ice slide, but it might not be that hard. But still, you should know, like, 3rd gear is really nice for ice slides. It used to be regarded as the difficult gear to drive ice slides in, and it is only at really high speeds. Here I can turtle, actually. But we're fine. Drive down. Again, if I can get 3rd gear, I'd be happy. I do have 3rd gear. And yeah, if you don't have the data in the bottom right, there's a plugin called Speedometer, which will help you inform about which gears to drive in. Or which gears you are driving in, rather. Okay, so we jump up. Here it's very important to not hold accelerate while you're backwards. So I drop down. Now I go off accelerate here. Accelerate again just before you hit the wall, and you get... Okay. I don't know what we're driving, like there was no jump. You don't need that at all, apparently. It was just a very easy slide. Okay, here I'm gonna again be responsible. Drive up, try to get 2nd gear. No, that's too slow actually, so let's go back. Yeah, so just turn around, make sure you have 2nd gear. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just typically you want to start an ice slide like this. Oh, yeah. Okay, the habits, but look, we're being professional about this. We don't know what's coming up. We're being professional. Start the ice slide here early and try to overlap the skid marks. And steer left on the booster. And if you just jump, it'll be enough. You don't crash. Straight in the car. Floor 8. Softly overshooting, yeah. Here I try to get 3rd gear, but it's a little awkward. I'm guessing there's no jump, but yeah. 3rd gear, and then you can start going sharp. Oh, there is a gap. That gap is still the same. So yeah, 3rd gear by having a shallow ice slide, and then extending it after the gear up happens. Looking at inputs will help with understanding that one. Straight line jump here, should be the same gap, I think, yeah. Now here you start the ice slide, do a couple of brake taps, let it hold, and then release at the end, straighten out. Get a booster, you need 184, I think it was, to make it up. And you get up here. Wait, I'm getting called. I'm not gonna pick up the phone. Sorry to whoever's calling. We make it up the wall. There, it's important to enter it backwards. Enter the wall backwards so that your car kind of snaps forwards. That's also... Wait, I just realized. I was not ready for the drop down. Are we okay? Yeah, the call very much so lagged my brain. How does he not know I'm streaming? It's one of my best friends. Bro, check the stream. Okay, anyway. He usually checks stream before he calls. What do we have here? Oh, you can retry from here? Oh no, you just go up, is that it? Like, he watches my stream, guys. I wouldn't say this for a random person, but he usually watches my stream. So he should know. Yeah, this recovery might be a bit tricky. I slide both ways. That's nice that it's there, though. You don't have to drive the entire floor again. So we go lower. And then steer up as you're entering that last piece of road, and then Okay, I have third gear. I'm assuming this is more gentle. Yeah, red booster, straighten out before it. Oh, a lot of speed. You're gonna easily overshoot that. And then drop down. And ice slide. And make it 90 degrees just as you go up. That speed check is hard. That is a very hard speed check, honestly, for what should be an easy map. Like, that one and the one on floor 6 will have a lot of players stumped. Again, I think it's going to be a bit hard to explain everything in real time, so I'll try to add like a post explanation for this. Because I can't, it's better with visuals, but yeah. Like, life is full of surprises. Something about my mom on Tinder here. Yeah. I remember that quote. Thank you, Burley. Now we have this. I'm assuming you can definitely do the Mikmo strat. Set up here. Drive down. Where? Oh, it's just straight line. I'm so used to going a bit left here, but yeah, just straight line. That will make it easily. Floor 9 now. And here, if it's anything like the other one, on the real map, you go high, you go to the shadow, because then you can go down to the middle of this loop. You set up at the late part of that loop, you ice slide, and you don't need it at all. Okay. It's always interesting to find out like what you need and don't. But yeah, so far this map, for a beginner, comes down to... Okay, well, hold on. Is this gap? It has to be here, right? There's no gap. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so far this map comes down to 2 jumps if you're a beginner, I think. Generally. Not like pure beginner, but like... You know ice physics, but you're not an ice expert kind of thing. Regular bobsleigh entry here is advised. Drive down, ice slide up. Back it, there's no low gap, that's good. That's comfortable to drive. Turn around. And here you're looking for a slightly high approach on this wall, so it pushes you down right. And it makes the car so flat onto the wall entry. There's water, right? Uh-oh. Okay, thank God. Yeah, that speed check is still the same. You need a very shallow ice slide angle to make that one. I've never had it that sketched where I'm like genuinely at risk of falling off the map. That was close. Straight line here, press forward, nothing to worry about, and you're floor 10. So this is the last floor of Easy Dip. I'm guessing it has a lot of the same difficulty because it's supposed to be like a final boss. So here we might have we might not see that much changed. This is all the same for now. Turn around. Second gear for this one, yeah. So it's the same distance, but the trees are gone. Land in a spin. No gap here, and it looks like you don't even need the ice slide close because there's no snow. That's nice. Just gently progress. For this next jump, it's important to have 100% icy and wet tires, which you will have if it's your first try here. If it's your second, you might want to go to the pool first. Just a heads up. So you need 100% icy wet tires to have grip on this plastic to steer left over the barrier. Third gear, and then a snap, like a sharp ice slide, follow the curve, and try to slow down on the landing. Now next part, if you're a keyboard player, even controller, I'd say action key 4, and accelerate from about here. You can full speed up, but also releasing is fine. And then once you're dumping up, just make sure now at the end here that you full steer left and just hold it. Oh, they made it easier too. Yeah, you should be able to get that easily. Stay low speed here, so you keep first gear and ice slide late and try to jump up at the very edge of the bobsleigh block. Here, just take your time setting up. You want to go close to this wall, but stay high for a long time. And then you can turn around late, all good. Next slide, you get second gear, and then you can start it. And the pillars are gone, okay. So you can ice slide up here with speed, or you can just drive straight up if you're slow. I'm guessing the flags are gone now and the platform's gonna be a bit wider. It looks like it. Yeah, lots of space here. Nothing to worry about. Then we go slow, drop down. And then... Oh, this is a bit hard, yeah. I've always struggled with this one. Estimating how much you have to break top there. So that might be a bit of a tough jump. You can set up here, and I would go again here. If you have like a bad gear up from reverse gear to first gear, I would go again. So just wait a bit at the top and then accelerate. And now the gear up was good. We jump high, we make it to the water. And then the pillar has to be gone. The pillar here was so annoying. It surely is gone, right? Yeah, it's gone, okay. Yeah, so now I can set up. You can set up from about here. It's not too important. 124 speed, I think, was my lower boundary. So yeah, 129. Turn around a bit late. And then just straighten out. We ice slide up. The bridge has been covered. Very nice. I turn around here for setup, and then turn around here again. Not necessary, but let's see this jump now. Release to stay in first gear, and it's made significantly easier. We have the bowl. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for our favorite feature. I almost fell out here. The bowl is made even safer by the looks of it. Yeah, here you steer up at the very end of the dirt, then left to ice slide up the wall. And then, if you air brake on the way down, you get a clean jump. Oh, that's nice. The plastic. Should have been there on the original too. I like that. Here I set up with an angle outwardly. Get second gear, brake tap, drop down, ice slide back, and then just hold accelerate, straighten out the jump. No trees, so you just do a snow slide, try to make the skid marks overlap. And then the other way. Carry this all the way. And okay, it's the same jump. I just had to make sure. I didn't know what we're going into now. Yes, it's the same jump as on the original. One block to the right. You can take your time with this one. Now we're here. And oh, and then it just starts like this. Okay, so let's see what we do for the roof. I'm guessing it's the same pattern where you can do all left. Oh, and there's slow motion blocks as well. Yes, you can do 2 paths here. Is that double? Okay, yeah. So the bridges are doubled compared to the regular map. The easiest path to remember here is just every turn go left. Like, it's so much easier than what like Alcon was doing. I think Lars did this one as well, from what I remember, and his finish. For the uphill, you might have to get extra speed. Like this. Just drive back up the hill and then go. And then here, can be a bit tricky with the cameras actually to see what you're doing. And you would think slow-mo here is a helper, but honestly, it's just gonna screw with your muscle memory. Like, unless you have a lot of slow-mo experience, we're talking 10 years, 3,000 records kind of thing, you should probably stay away from the slow-mo. Go over the bridges. Over this bridge. And then get some speed and go and try to stay middle. This might not be... Okay, still gonna reach. We drive up the spire. Jump into the water. Go for some extra speed. And get to the chopper. And that is how you beat Easy Dip, or Chill. No, Chill Slip. Easy Slip, as it's called. Is my record gonna save, or is it also gonna be bugged like last time? Let's find out. Apparently 19 people have gotten here actually on the high tracker. So it seems that there are some records that aren't saved actually. Just based on that alone. Yeah, apparently my records don't save on this map. It's the same thing. Not gonna cry this time. We can post it on Twitter and show that I actually have normal reactions to finishing maps that are easy. And so you might infer by the difficulty that if I cry, it's actually kind of a hard map. But But that's how you do it. Hope it helps. Hope it was fun to watch. Thank you for watching my climb. Subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's check some super chats and stuff, guys. I think my game is not gonna save this again. But I have the autosave replay, so if the other upload method works, then this is gonna work too. Miriam says, I love watching you climb. Glad you revisited. Will you go for Ruddick on the real one? I don't think so. PB Grapher is laggy. Okay, so my record saved. I think my record saved. It's third world. Hell yeah, okay, nice. The record saved. Let's go. Happy with that. Finally, we get to see the great cutscene of the record actually entering the leaderboard. Cool stuff. To continue, will you go for the Ruddick on the real deep slip? I don't think so. Just because it's so hard to climb, it makes hunting it fast very demotivating. But I do want to try the checkpoint version of deep slip and try to beat that in under an hour. That could be a fun challenge. There's a version of the map with like 130 checkpoints or something, and I want to try that one too. But I think what we're gonna do now, guys, is play Cup of the Day and then play Floor 18 and Tandaway afterwards. That's what I'm thinking. Also want to thank some super chats and stuff I missed while just going for that. But yeah, the map was quite nice. 2 jumps though that are really tricky. This is deep slip many checkpoints. Ruddick right now is 111, 129 by Keffin. But I want to try to beat this in under an hour maybe. Zagar with 1,000 bits says cue the remix of An Afton Song Fest. We can play that. Thank you, Zagar. We also have Mace TTS update. Do we want TTS on always, or is it intrusive? That's what I'm thinking about. If it's intrusive, if it's sort of like, yes, it's cool, but it also hinders the experience of it. I'm not sure. Krausen, thank you. I missed YouTube super chat, and I cannot reread it if it's all the way gone. I'm so sorry to the YouTube chatter. But I said I was gonna do it after the run. I think it's elevated out of the chat. We have the Crypto Hashes. Happy you won deep slip. Sorry my solution didn't work for Ubisoft. Weekly shorts, we gotta try that too. And Stealth, thank you for the 17 months, man. Hope to see you conquer Chill Slip if you haven't already. Thank you, Nelsinki. Thank you, Mybox. Thank you, Black Dovar. Thank you, Misk. And thank you, Test Driver and Eric. Thank you, guys. You personally dislike TCS when the streamer's talking? Yeah, I think it just can become a lot, especially with the fact that we record videos, right? If I'm playing 3 hours of ranked on stream and it's not going to be a video, I think it's not that big of a deal with TTS because it's not so hard to talk over. But sometimes there will be like TTS spam and I'm trying to explain something about a map for the video, which is like relevant to the viewer, and then it's, yeah. I don't know, guys. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool to play. You're crying for me, Swanson. Thank you. Thank you for the tears. Thank you for the tears. That's crazy to say. You hate any TTS guy need to TTS? Yeah, it's different opinions, right? Different opinions. When did you last win Cup of the Day? You won several times. My last Cup of the Day win was in May. I still have yet to make a video about it, honestly. I'm slow. But yeah, I won in May, and that was my 16th win. 16 wins in Cup of the Day. One of them was lagged though, so Trackmania.io will tell you 15, but it's actually 16. It's actually 16 wins. Did I see the last 2 Cup of the Days? I did not, but I heard they were troll. I heard it was the same map or something like that. Never odd or even. Is it the same map layout with 2 different routes? New weekly shorts. We gotta try these as well. Pluto. Mirage. I like this guy's maps. Pie Champ, he's good. How many bonk cups have you won? I'm yet to get my first one, but the first one's gonna be special. I'm saving my first bonk cup win for a special occasion. Like, you know, when rent is due, when the views on the channel are low, I'm gonna post the bonk cup where I win. All right, I'm just saving up for that time. It's like an investment, you know. I can hold the bonk cup stock for a while and then sell exactly when I need it. It's my favorite campaign. Favorite official one? It's not an opinion a lot of people have, but Winter 2021. Very fun memories of this one. Here. Summer 2020 as well. Very fun memories of this campaign. Is Bunk Up tomorrow? It's on Thursdays, actually. GG for Deep Slip, thank you. Thank you. I'm so curious to try floor 18, guys. Has anyone played it yet? Deep Slip Training. Floor 18. I'm guessing people have played it. But maybe with the shortcut. Maybe we're only going to see the shortcut records on the top. No records, wow. I guess not much recent too. Ah, that's not true. I mean, like Lars, sorry, not Lars. Shmani was still trying to finish, I think. PSAC, stuff like that. Have, yeah. Yeah, I want to try to beat this in Tanled way. What's crazy is it might take literally like 20 attempts to beat this floor in Tanled way. Lars gave up on finishing this? That's crazy, actually. It might just be completely cooked. Random viewer. Oh, that was your super chat. I'm so sorry. Yeah, thank you for setting it again. That's crazy. I asked if you can make a big beginner tutorial for Trackmania. What plugins to use, what mechanics, how do I get started? I just installed, but hard to find info. So I could do that, but I typically just reference people to my friend Janik's channel because he has that stuff. Janik Trackmania plugins. If you look up this channel, Janik has a lot of videos about top 5 must-have plugins for Trackmania. He also has a lot of tutorial content called Why You Suck at Trackmania, just teaching you the fundamentals. I recommend this stuff. Just don't get discouraged at the title, because he's trying to help you get better. That's my shout. So go check out Janik's channel. And with that, guys, I think a couple of days starting. I think we gotta check out the servers. Is that the levy of Trackmania? I mean, there's a lot of educators. Like, you have your Daniel Naroditskis, you have Levy, you have... who else makes educational content? I'm blanking right now. I mean, a lot of channels. Anna makes educational chess content. He's not the Anna of Trackmania, though, but he makes good videos that you can learn from. Anywho, couple of days, and then we'll get back to... back to individual floors. We have... Speed Slides, Laurids, Danish Prodigy. The map of this is like a 16-year-old Trackmania prodigy. So good at full speed, and he built a full speed couple today. I'm gonna assume a completely cooked author time. And a really satisfying map. Speed sliding all the way from start to finish. So yeah, let's see. Let's see how this goes. I'm happy for full speed. Division 1, we have to, man. We have to. Anything else, I'll be terribly embarrassed. No, I won't. But it'll take... My ego will take a hit. And maybe it should. Maybe after Deep Slip, I need a ego reset. You know, maybe we just need to get humbled a bit again. It's like, oh yeah, you did this one niche thing that like 30 people tried to do. Welcome to real Trackmania, and then I just get stomped in full speed. Maybe that's just good for me. But we'll see. So far, very smooth. Like, I'm not knowing the exact speed slide lines on my first one, of course, but I can tell that when played well, each turn will line up with you speed sliding the entire way. And then, is that a risky finish? No, not really. So that was 3 seconds behind the author time. My god, okay. So I want to do a left right, I thought, into a thin speed slide here. All the way, honestly. Cancel it too early. If you're trying to learn Trackmania, on these types of maps, these roller coaster looking maps, you want to do what I'm doing on these straightaways, which is just slide. And the overlap of the skid marks is what you're looking at, where you're trying to get, at different speeds, different types of overlaps. General rule is that at like 500 speed, you want about 50% of the skid marks to overlap. At higher speed, like 800, you now want 80% of the skid marks. So I want a very thick dark line in the middle there, as these last speed slides. Oh, this is ice, right? I'm not seeing that wrong. I think that's ice on there. You hate speed sliding with keyboard? So the thing is, it's gonna feel awkward in the beginning, no matter the device, but yeah, you can either smooth steer a speed slide or just tap away. And if you have a tapping rhythm, then you don't really need to look at them because you're always gonna be at the same overlap. I do like tap, 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 tap. Might want to check the GPS here just to see how Lard sets up the first part. Can I get a cam on GPS? Oh, cam 2 GPS. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, so he goes very inside on the checkpoint. And here you can see that slowly as he gets faster and faster, he lets them get wider and wider. Just try to pay attention to the skid marks. You can turn off this too. Long there, all the way late, onto the booster, wide now, all the way late. Dive down, left angle early, late again. Oh, 845, low. Very interesting movement on the walls. It must give more grip somehow. I think it's plastic. I'm not sure. Also, thank you, Andrew, in YouTube chat. Thank you for the super chat and the kind words. All right, so we gotta try. This is too thin, but just know with speed sliding, it's way better to be sliding than not. As long as you're sliding, you're doing something good for speed on these maps. And then you can start working on how to refine your movement. But yeah, here I'm losing a bunch of time just because I couldn't start a slide at all. Here I'm gaining a bunch because I could start the slide early, I was gonna say. Okay, yeah, so this is a bit of a strange start because you have to steer a lot on the reactor to not have the slide cancel. Okay, that at least gives me the slide. Bit sharp, and now very sharp to make that downhill. Oh, I missed the slide here. Okay, all good. Oh, you want a slide in between there, yeah. It's a miss. Oh, and this one as well. Big miss, big miss, big miss. But okay, we improve. 42nd. Keeping the GPS tag? I just haven't changed it. Just haven't changed it. I'll get around to it. I'm steering too sharp, I think. Yeah. Does that bump matter at all? I don't think so. That was beautiful. Yeah, this map does a lot of the work for you though. It's a really good map, so kudos to Laurids. It's a really good map, guys. Like, it flows well and the map kind of sets up each slide for you in a bit. So there's not so much you need to do once you initiate a slide. We'll get a 0.6. I think to qualify here you actually need to drop into the 44s, so to qualify Division 1, should specify. Let's do this. 44 is my goal. Just requires better slides. That's the only way to gain significant amount of time here. Like 2.9 more speed now, it's gonna carry into this next slide. Ow. Forgot. I went too low. Almost went too low last time and now too low. That is amazing what I did. Ah, okay, a bit bad accident, but I'm wider, but I'm faster. Now I'm neither. That is good. That's what you want. So, even better. And then I thought maybe you can do something better like this. It's a bit too wide. It's a bit too wide. Yo, Drugs, thank you for the sub. Also, hope you're enjoying today. No Money for Drugs is a really good full speed player, guys. Old school full speed player. Same Nations Forever team as MUDA. AR drugs. That is probably how you want to do the start, because like, yeah, 0.16 with 0.8 less speed only is a good trade-off. Okay, too shallow. I've had this issue on a different full speed map, yeah. If you don't enter the magnet sharp enough, it doesn't grip. I gotta really think about that. Oh, -4. -9 speed? It wasn't that bad, right? Am I tripping? Oh, okay. Yeah, guys, we gotta get a better run. Time to turn off ghosts and lock in. I really gotta lock in for this. See, I thought this would be better, but it's clear, just so clearly not. That is hard for me to understand. How does he start that one? How does he start that one? Okay, I need to, yeah, it's more about the steering than the angle I was doing, okay. And it's just plastic, yeah, so you speed slide, okay. Ooh, we don't need a 44, guys, but we need like a 45.2. That's what I'm seeing. It should be very doable. No. Oh, that was a bit of throw. One missed speed slide. Is this true? Ah, it's not really. I had a reasoning in my head about what I should do for that turn, but it didn't actually pan out. Which will happen. Okay, 0.2 guys, 0.2. We need like 1300ths more and I'll feel very safe. I already feel very happy with this. Okay, it's 1200ths more, that should still make it, guys. But wow, 44.3 is insane. The author time here is insane. Like I said, that player that built this map, Laurids, is an actual prodigy to me. Like, give him a couple more years, he's gonna be, if he keeps playing, someone you you all know. Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes. It feels fine. I don't know. I have been wrong about these predictions in the past, so I'm not going to take it for granted, but... Let's see. It's just, usually with these kind of qualies, all the full speed professionals are going to be ahead of me already. So like, it's not so many full speed pros that haven't beaten my time. And so I'm not too scared about being passed by them. Because like the full speed pros are just going to get their time faster than me and already be Division 1. It's my thought process. We need top 64 if that wasn't clear also. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't explain the quality. Let's see. And then yeah, after the cup is over, guys, we'll go back to deep slip stuff. Just the last deep slip content I'll make probably. Like playing the floor 18 intended way and playing the checkpoint version and seeing if I can beat that in under an hour. And then, like all other deep events, we have to sort of let them go. They're fun while they last, but we have to let them go and make other content afterwards. As much fun as it is. Yeah. Yeah, rip spam chasing the author medals. This is a tough one. We can maybe do floor 17 too. But yeah, I gotta watch the DPS again. I'm actually gonna take the time to do that now. See if I understand it. Snyderson, thank you. Thank you also Rand P. Thank you Pro Yort. Did you hear about Ice Campaign? Yeah, I do want to play that too. When it's out. Okay, first slide. Drops a bit more middle. It's, yeah, it is wider. And he has 578 into here. Does get a little bit of airtime, I think. 707, okay. Only left sears, wow. Wait, is that true? Yeah, just left searing here to try to avoid sliding. Yeah, and that is like a galaxy drift or what you call it. It's an insane mechanic. He does left, right in these upside down parts, which I'm not familiar with how to do. And then here... Oh. Yeah, I just have to go very close to that light post and you can start the ST that way. Yeah, I think to beat this you have to do the Galaxy Drift, which is a upside down speed slide if you don't know. But a very hard mechanic. Yeah, Galaxy Drift is speed sliding in the roof, but it's only faster at 800 plus. And you do that left, right, left movement. I don't know how to do it, so I can't explain it. Trackmania players giving names. It's named after a player that found it, which is Galaxy. Mario Galaxy, that guy's name is. Been a while since you saw something cooking new strats you haven't understood? Yeah. Yeah, no, that one is crazy. If it's a magnet, you can speed slide upside down always. But when it's just normal road, it's really hard. Let me change music as well, this is a bit sleepy. And we want something more exciting. At least there's a move called Virtual Interpania. There is. I think we all saw that on the 13th of July. No, wait, the 17th. The 13th day of Deep Slip. I think we saw it. Saw what a virtual really is. Okay, so 5 more speed in the start is what I got in for. But probably not at the cost of going that wide. I don't know. So this, that, and then that. Should somehow give more speed. I don't know. -2 speed, okay. Okay, I think I'm doing that part correctly, and then I did that better. And then this one. He went just really close to the pillar. And from this, he could start a speed slide. If you go really close to the pillar. But it looks so risky for rounds. But yeah, you see I'm gaining back here now with speed. I didn't really catch much of this part. I just thought it was another galaxy drift, and yeah. And maybe I should try to learn that, honestly. Okay, just gonna try to drive consistent. Just gonna try to drive consistent. Good luck, everybody. Have you gone to the ski hut in Rotterdam? I think I saw you there. We've been told it's the most trashy club in Rotterdam, but yes. I was there for TwitchCon. Good luck, have fun. What was quality place? 37th. So... I mean, Div 1 is Div 1, but whew, winning this one's gonna be tough. Playing up there yet? We are playing. So top 64 in the world on full speed today. Cool map, clean map. But you know, this mechanic, guys, that GPS is doing, I think less than 10 full speed players in the world have seriously practiced. It's so rare that you have a use for it unless you're playing specific galaxy drift maps. Maybe I'm tripping on that, but I don't know. I think it's so crazy specific that very few people learn it. This might be PB in warm-up. Have more speed on every checkpoint here. Yeah, close. Yes, 15th. Mudda knows it. Lawrence in chat, I'm not home from my own cup of the day. Congrats on the map at least. Is it your first, Lawrence? Speb's gonna have to hunt Ultra on this, yeah. Dream B happening for 49 months. That's a good YouTube video, yeah. Learning the galaxy slide, yeah, I could try. Another day, another day. Head tilt seems funny. Do I really tilt my head when I play full speed? I have not noticed or heard any such thing. Look, if you want to get better at full speed, you gotta learn from the best, right? It's just a way to see better. It's just a way to see each corner better. No cap. And okay, I'm 37th best today, but you can still learn a thing or two. I'm confident I can teach you a thing or two still. Great start here. Oh, slow. Yeah, I did not hit that speed slide. Minus 12, still 6. Oh! Wait, minus 51 speed, okay, we're still fine, plus 3, yeah, we're gonna be fine. Okay, I was trying some advanced lines, guys. And then here, yeah, sharps, you get that. Watch out for the trees, and you're... Okay, that was it's a bad one. Anyone knows who the players are in the dirt tag? I know Keyboard. I don't know Bumbaklat or Wrist. I probably know Wrist, but I don't recognize it. Anyone else? No. Those are the Dur players. Yeah, Chill Slip we beat very quickly. But I plan to make a video about it where I just explain how you can try to. Some key things to look out for. How's Alcon so good at everything? Do you want to know the real answer is just thousands and thousands of hours. I remember hosting a Trackmania Cup in 2017 on stream. I called it Bread Cup. Alcon in that cup placed 3rd place or so, and I had never heard of him before. This was 2017 in TMNF. He would have been like 10 or 11, since he's like 20 now. So yeah, he's been playing Trackmania his entire life, literally. like his entire conscious life, and understands it at a really high level. Already back then, and even better now, you know? Carl Jr. won World Cup when he was like 13. Just people are good. People are good. If they play their entire lives, they're good. What could you do? Alvin's 22, yeah. Yeah, so he would have been like, I guess, 13, 14. Yeah. How old are you? I am 25. Playing since I was 12 or so. 12 or 13. 13, actually. Yeah. It's a shame competitive maps don't seem to suit Alcon. They do, though. It's just that he is not so consistent at them. He is really fast and competitive. Like, he'll have world record on some maps and stuff, but he can't drive like 10 rounds in a row without crashes, like Carl Jr. So Carl Jr. really thrives under circumstances like that. Ellis don't even the 4 months. Yeah, I guess I'm becoming an unk. I wouldn't say 25 is unk yet. But like, whew. I'm not the young guy in the Trickmania category anymore. When I started streaming, it's like, oh wow, you're only 20 and you're streaming, that's so cool, whatever. No, it's not. I'm not getting those anymore. There's like a certain level of credit that is awarded to you if you do something and you're younger than the people around you. Not anymore. People stopped saying that. I don't know what happened. So I'm driving way too safe. I'm gonna be out in a moment if I don't pick up the pace. Like 49.3 at least. It's expected. Who are the young ones in Trickmania nowadays? Yeah, Pusito Paco, Laurids, Josh. Am I forgetting someone? Like, someone who's like between 16, 20, and really like up there competitively. Probably forgetting someone. Yami is a good shout, yeah. Jesus. That was slow. Oh my god. Okay, we might be in trouble. Just warning. You're not supposed to have 24 less speed than your personal best here and take that line. That was crazy. Crazy bad. Oh god, bro. The lines are getting worse checkpoint for checkpoint. It's a disaster. I need to fix this. Neon, yeah. Dude, Neon is so good, but I mean, he's really good now, and he's like 15. But oh my god, like, he was the most annoying kid on Trickmania servers back in the day. Like, imagine an 8-year-old spamming the in-game chat all the time. It was crazy. Like, I have such a... I used to have such a negative picture of Neon in my head as this annoying spammer, and I have to get that people actually, or have to remember, people actually do grow up and grow out of such things. But yeah, he's gotten really good too. It's just part of growing up. I'm sure to some players I was the annoying spammer at some point as well. Because you have no idea, like, he would get banned from so many servers for spamming. But yeah, it's like you just become so good if you play your entire upbringing. Upbringing sounds old school. Young muscle or something? Probably same thing, yeah. Do we know if they're gonna do something good for the game instead of doing dumb things like removing Royal? I mean, the word on the street is that they're doing a big update for winter. So winter 2026, they want to do a big update. Annoying Prime requester, is that me? I mean, I'll take the label of being a little bit annoying. Because the amount of primes that I managed to remind people of during Deep Slip was worth being called annoying for, honestly. I don't mind that at all. If that's the trade-off, then sure. But like, people forget to use them, you know? Oh, this is bad. Okay, we might be out. I've been too calm and now, yeah, okay. 07, guys. There is no coming back on full speed when you have this low speed, unfortunately. Just, oh? By 2,000ths? Okay. I still deserve to go out, by the way. I still deserve it. I'll take that. I still deserve it because I drove a bad run. You're not supposed to miss speed slides. But yeah, unlucky. 2,000ths of a second. But it's still deserved because I drove such a bad run. Money beats integrity. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. But what's bad integrity about asking people to click a button that you can click for free? How could you? It's so shameless. How could you? I don't get that. And I didn't get that during the event. I didn't get that either. I threw my bad. Go, Haas. You gotta win this now. You gotta win this, bro. I trust you with 2,000ths. Yeah, look at him go. First place. Okay, a little bit fake checkpoint split. He doesn't have the speed, but it's okay. No pressure. The seagulls, you can hear them, yeah. Yeah, the seagulls are loud. But you know, it's interesting because like here they just make a shit ton of noise. But then if you ever go to like Wisconsin or other like areas where there's a lot of people, it's just they are ruthless with stealing food and being a nuisance. That's on me, that's on me, that's on me. Sithaka, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Yeah, I trolled Kosas, I'm sorry, bro. I stressed him out. Boom Mysum, thank you as well for the 5. Thank you so much. And Hoot Jones and Philly, thank you guys. Is that not a dog toy? No, it's the birds. They're flying around. Coach Rizzo, he's playing Easy Slip now? Wait, I want to see. We have a couple of rounds to see who the winner of a couple of days is going to be. Let's just take a moment to check the track category. Trackmania. Chill Slip starting today. 29 minutes in, okay. And he's reached 200 meters. So does he know ice sliding? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna finish this. He's gonna finish this easily. It might take some time, but when he finishes it, it's gonna feel easy. All right, sorry, Riz. Yeah, sorry about that one. Sorry. Silas, I go the 9 months. It's gonna be easy for him. Trust. I never doubt. I never doubt him. First thing I see is him disastrously fall, but he had a slide out. He didn't know how to deal with it. I'm Alan Diggle 22 months. Is there an easy climbing map to get started on? Yeah. Check the Deep Slip Club. Deep Slip, one word. There is Chill Slip, which is the map, but simplified. So it's 10 floors instead of 18, and each floor is easier. Floor 6 jump is very hard, and floor 8 jump is very hard. That's what I'll say. That's what to look out for. But yeah, does Alcon do the Galaxy Slide? You'll see it in the next one if he does. Oh, he's doing it. Kanjika is doing it as well. And Gangbos, who I don't know who is. Okay, so quite a lot of people are doing this. I'll take it back. Tier 2? Yeah. Zimzalabim is doing it. If you see that like left, right, left movement, that's what it is. What on earth is Galaxy Slide? Oh, Galaxy Drift it's called. It was found 2 years ago. Ish. You, at 800 plus speed, can speed slide upside down. Typically, you don't have enough grip upside down to speed slide. That's why you don't do it in loops and you just try to reduce sliding. But it changes at 800 speed. So if you do this aggressive left-right movement, you can get a tiny speed slide upside down. And since you do that a lot of times on this map, it snowballs. So to me, it's like clearly built to be a galaxy drift map. Like, let's look at Zim since we saw him do it. And you might see the cars ahead of him do it too. Oh my. Not this one. Here you just go clean, 700. Now you're 800, so now you do right, left sharp, and then right. And you get a small speed slide. You'll see the people ahead of him do it too, I think. Different line by him here, and then on the last one he tries to do it. Only upside down, yeah. So here, sharp, and then that. And okay, he's getting caught up to by others, but that's what it is. Oh, Alcon? Oh, I thought he was crashed, but no, he's fine. Gangbos, one of my favorites, is going out here. 22nd. I think he crashed the start. What club is chill slip on? Deep slip in one word. Like, search for this. Deep slip. This. In the clubs tab. If you search for it with a space bar, it won't find it. That's the problem a lot of people have. Just to have someone who's the best at smooth steering full speed, I'd give it to Shadowcancer or to Josh. It's just insane the way they hold speed slides. Floor jump had an easy route if you didn't notice. Oh really? Then I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I thought there was no other alternative. Can you show a Shadowcancer? Yeah, there's a map where he shows how to do it perfect. Oh, what a speed by Keyboat here. And Wrist is still so far ahead, that's crazy. Yeah, Wrist is on a banger. I don't know what this is, but oh my. Full sand. That's exactly where the blocks intersect NX with a beautiful lap. What? Yeah, 0.7, nice. Scrappy's still hanging on. One of the last non-full speed players in. Everyone else in is like full speed main, I think. Yeah, basically. Atlas might not be. I don't know, Lemon ADHD. Sayai, I don't think is a... Sayai? I don't think it's a full speed player. And DT, I don't know. But cool, new names. And Bumbaclot has to be a rename, but I don't know who. Alcon is everything main? Yeah. No, he's so good on every style. I don't even know what he's not good at, because he's good at like khaki maps type stuff too. Sortie with a slow slide. 4 knockouts here is going to be tough for Scrappy, by the way. This is a really tough round to survive. He's 7th though, good start. PB 0.2. Ooh, but he's getting caught up to it, and it's only like a couple of hundredths down to Alan Nux, 0.2. Yo, he's doing a great lap to Saiyan. Alcon with a crash out, unfortunately. Scrappy stays in. PB, nice. Well played. Well played. Bumbaclot is ends. Oh, that explains so much, yeah. This guy, guys, ends is like the best, or one of the best at the moment, Nations Forever full speed players. Came out of nowhere. You have a Div 1 player in your state? Is it DT? Still in, still kicking. How did Alcon take it after you finished Deep Slip first? I don't think he cared that much. I think he was happy for me. But also maybe, you know, like, would have wanted to be first, of course, but yeah. I put in more hours, so I don't think he minded. He clearly got to show how good he is. This ends to the galaxy? Yeah, of course. Wow. So look at Scrappy, right? He's not doing it. Scrappy's not doing the trick. So if you look at this next turn now, or next upside down, he's entering it in 8th. 0.2 behind. Next checkpoint, 0.28. Next checkpoint, 0.35 or something. 0.33, yeah. So he's losing like 2/10-ish in the end alone just to not doing the Galaxy. I got like 42nd or so. I played not that good today, but it's okay. I got Div 1. Lingo and Scrappy against the entirety of full speed players. The what? The Galaxy? Yeah. The Galaxy drifts. I'm gonna explain it like 8 times this couple today. But you see this left-right movement they do in upside down parts at 800 speed, that's what it is. And this last on the checkpoint, that's a lot of speed. Oh, different line here. I don't think this is that good. But never mind. Jesus Christ. Passes so many people. Doing good. Now DT and Lemon ADHD. DT very far behind. Kanjika's made a mistake. Low speed. Likely to get caught up to by DT. Is there anyone else that will make a mistake? Does not look like it. The rest are through. Oh, Lingo though? No. Too far. Good round. Good round, top 9. Virtually your mic is quiet today? Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I could just bump my own volume, but I feel like that's maybe distracting. I can try. I haven't changed anything, so. I bumped myself up a bit. Let me know if this is better. Slight bump. Slight bump in volume. Not too loud. That'll have to do. Scrappy first on the checkpoint, but it's again a bit deceiving because the others just want speed. They don't care about the split. They want speed for the rest of the straight here. So he's actually in a bit of trouble, I think. Although it might not look like it yet. And now come the Galaxy drifts, and zoom, there's a couple of people going past. Lingo likely not to pass, since he's not doing it himself. But are the rest through? Only Kartoffel is behind the two of them. Kartoffel now passes Lingo, but Scrappy's still in. And that will be the top 7. Oh! Keyboard with a mistake. 07. 07. Max 5 YouTube sus. Yeah, I think it's just YouTube sus. I think it's just with music on Twitch it might be a bit much, but let's focus up on the top 7. Would be cool if the Nations players here really get to show what they're good for. Cool to see. 580 speed is crazy. Just so fast because of those wide lines. Yeah, zoom. He has like 10 more speed than Scrappy. Did Lemon get every line here? Doesn't fully. Oh, Scrappy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This cannot be good. Kartoffel is 0.10 behind. Oh. Wow. Okay. Good save. Good save. It looked bad for a second, but Kartoffel a bit slow. Still beats my PB, so I shouldn't say anything. But 0.45 during rounds. Crazy time. That's really fast. That's really quite fast. Yeah, 0.3 is a cooked author time. I think Spam is gonna have quite the challenge to beat this. Like typically the author times that take Spam the longest is the ones where he has to learn a new mechanic. Oh, there's been a big mistake, or? No, they just have the same split. So things like this Galaxy thing will take a long time to learn. Maybe he already knows. But yeah, I think this is the end of the road for Scrappy. He's trying to hold on, but if Lemon hits this one, left, yeah. Now the speed comes through. That's a good comparison. The difference between Galaxy sliding and not. And eventually you just can't survive with normal lines. Pace is too quick. So yeah, top 5. So that left-right movement and the upside down is what what he's doing. Sven's gotten good at FS. Yeah, I know he's good at speed sliding. Of course, you have to be to do those other automels. But here it's upside down speed slides you can't really see yourself. You just have to feel them. That's different. Top 6 for scrapping on this, I think, is a very good result. Considering the type of full speed map we have today. Okay, Lemon 0.2 behind and not a lot of speed. This is gonna be rough. Likely already out. If the others hit the rest of the lines, he's likely just out from that wide start. Looks like Zimsalabim and NX have enough speed to... Oh, saying that. Oh, Lemon is passed. And Zim is last right now. And Zim... Oh! Okay, still last by 200ths. Wow, good round. Great comeback from Lemon. Team Dur is insane, yeah. I don't know, they're just crazy. Crazy fast. Crazy fast. I don't know Team Dur, but we do know them now. I know the players though. Let's see here. Lemon again, pretty wide start. But needs more than 706. Needs like 716. 707. That's not enough to catch up to the others. Early Galaxy here gives a lot of speed. It's not a bad idea. Might catch up to Ens, Bombaklat in front. Oh, this is getting closer. It's getting even closer here. But I think Ens is gonna hold on, yeah. Top 3 locked in, all 44s for sure. 44.6 to 44.7. What position did I get? I got 42nd today. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. Did it feel weird going back to other surfaces after deep slip? Not that weird. But it's always like you want to perform no matter what, you know? It's like even if you played ice, you want to be able to get Div 1 on a dirt map with no dirt practice. And full speed. And hey, it worked out today. Oh, NX, this is an insane wide line. 588. Wider than NX wanted to, but now able to recover a little bit. Not the best speed slide. I think Ens almost pulls away. Like, wrist is completely clear now. It's Ens versus NX. Oh. And Ens is out. Ens is out. And wrist is driving a very quick run here. Yeah, 0.51. Wow. Good luck. We will play the normal deep slip floor 18. That's the plan, yeah. We're just watching the finals cup of the day. Good luck. Polish battle. Polska Górom. Let's watch wrist. Nice. Slide to begin. We know NX goes a bit wider. 561. NX had like 580 probably. But does it gain back the difference here? It's so far not getting back everything. It might gain back everything here. But wrist is holding on. 900s ahead. NX with more speed though. Good line there. Close to the lightsaber. Will be having more speed into the wall ride. Catches up. And is about to overtake. Galaxy Drift, maybe not perfect. Misses the speed slide a bit earlier on the magnet. We're going to have a nail batter finish because NX has more speed. Wrist wins. 300ths. Dobra robota for wrist. GG's. GG. Very, very fast players in that couple today. I had no chance. Honestly, even if I was better at full speed, I'd still only get like 20th. That was crazy. Crazy stuff. Anywho, they have finally released the practice floors for deep slip, and we have floor 18 in its entirety without shortcuts. I wanted to try this since I finished the map to see what we would have been up against had Elcon not found the skip, and today we actually get to try. I'm gonna reset the green timer and open a fall counter. And I just want to see how many falls it takes. I can take my time and try to be precise and try to get in as few falls as possible. But I want to see if, like, would it be 20 falls on this? Would it be 200? Who knows? Let's find out. Oh, had a brain seizure trying to think of what the program was called to reset the counter. Let's see, reset. Okay, I just gotta use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back, and then we'll play floor 18. See you in a second. Oh, this is the cut version? No cut below this one? Okay. I'll be back. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Sorry for AFK. Hope you're doing good still. Yeah, 1 second. Let's make sure we're on the right version. I guess we could play this one too, but more fun to play the one that's actually only the no cut and see. Wow, still no finishers. Okay. Yeah, so they fixed the cut. How did they fix it? Did they probably just put it like slightly higher. Okay, well, let's just put this a bit quieter. Actually, I want to listen to like 1 second. It's better. Okay. We are starting the time, everybody. We're gonna try to beat floor 18. No shortcut. We're gonna count falls, okay? I hope I can do it in less than 20 falls. But I think what we're gonna find is that they save the hardest part of the map for last. And that though we got to floor 18, on like the 13th day, we probably wouldn't have finished by like the 15th day. 16th maybe, 17th. But yeah, look, this used to be the shortcut. Setting up from here, and then doing an ice slide. And bouncing on the plastic, and I'm just gonna assume that they've made it impossible. Maybe it's not impossible, but even if it isn't, that is not what we're here to try. We are here to try the normal way, which here, instead of going up, goes across here to the pool. Still looks possible, yeah. But we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. And I'm not gonna be too scared, but it's an ice slide up and then down. I'll take the first run quite cautiously, just see if we can get it on 0 falls, but I don't know. Let's see. So like here's something. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. That was fine. Now this feature, guys, looks crazy. What you have here is an ice wall, but the way to set this up, I believe, from looking at it, is by driving up here, driving back down, and then having the speed. See, there's a drive up on the wall. Completely different feel without the pressure, of course, of course. It can't be compared. Like, if you have to do this the first time you're up here, it's gonna be insane. But like, this, and then... yeah, and then up, okay. With second gear. That's actually crazy, to force you to do this. I don't think you can do it without, because you wouldn't have the gear, right? If you just try to do... yeah, no, you can't climb the first gear. Mic lower than normal? Apparently it is. So, yeah, try upping the volume. The stream. GPS going back to work, exactly. Okay, let's try from here, because I'm not going to get much higher. Oh. Yeah, you have to commit. Okay, sorry. Just getting the feeling for it. You have to commit. Oh, okay. Music loud. Oh, so lame. Why can't the music be loud? Why can't the car be loud? Why can't everything just be perfect? I should just give you guys, like, the option to modify every volume. And then we don't have this problem. Third time. Okay, we're on the wall. I hit the top, and okay, I still made it. I still made it. I didn't know if there was a wall or not. We still made it. Now across the rail, 30 speed, deep dip 2 style. Just 30 speed. Then you don't drive over. Still in my brain. Good. Actually, PF. Now here, guys, drive into this wall, or drive, yeah, into the curve. Keep speed, drive down, go up, plastic hit, go back down, and the road ends. Except you can go under here, hit a bumper block, fly over this block, and land in the water. That is the intended strat. So let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. And yeah, and that counts. That definitely counts. Now, I don't think that was intended. I think, in fact, hitting one of those two towers is not... Hitting one of the two pillars is not a good idea. I think it should be avoided. And it would have made the jump easier without those blue pillars. So it was a bit of a skill check on that. But we made it, so we can continue. We can continue. That pillar, that blue pillar almost got in our way. Okay. Next part. Go to the booster. Yeah, and then the snow, and up. And instead of my insane recovery, we hit here, turn around and jump to this. Oh my. Oh my, bro. Language is a funny concept. Language is a very funny concept. Okay, that was not even close. I wasn't so scared for speed here, but... I was not so scared. Oh my god. Okay, we have to try this other recovery. Wait. Guys, I can't even. Hard to focus when you slip up on deep slip. It's a deep slip up. So it's up here, drive across, and drive back across. And you cannot go straight, I'm guessing, because you just fall. Although, I mean, I was thinking it's an ice slide, but maybe you can go straight. I think you should try straight here. If I was doing this in a run, I would try straight. Just like here. Oh yeah, okay. No, that was not a scary. I thought you had to ice slide across. Because there's a really old Burly Pog khaki map from 2020 that has these rails and you have to ice slide across them. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Take two. That's not it already, I can tell. Whew. Hopefully no more unfortunate mistakes in driving or in language for the rest of this run. And we can just one-shot. Close, but not quite. Oh, free. Any new pyramid news? Not really, unfortunately. Not really. Well, actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. There's actually big things going on right now. Wait. Oh, it makes it! Wow, okay, nice. Nice, I cannot leave my viewers on a pyramid cliffhanger now. We gotta talk about it. But let's first see the next trick. Nice, okay. So far, so good. You go into this spin here, yeah. So the way I interpret this is that you wall climbed up, of course. And then here you spin down. And then you start an ice slide here, and you need the ice slide to take you up so that you can set up a wall climb and wall climb over here. And then if you get to here, you have to do another spin jump here. And then you're back at where Alcon's shortcut. So if you remember the shortcut at the start of the floor, you're supposed to have the speed from here to do it. But it wasn't forced on the actual map. So we'll see. Yeah, guys, I kind of have to drive until it dies and then talk about pyramids. This would have delayed you 2 days. With the stress, I think so, absolutely. With the stress. Ah. Okay, I do not know how to enter that. You should probably go a bit earlier. I was like, wait, my car is not climbing, bro. I think you need speed. Let's go earlier. Let's go like here. Okay. And then... Okay. Easy. Easy. Okay. Not bad. Now this. Spin here. So you have a back booster. You can tell that this one pushes you backwards, this one pushes you forwards. Back booster as you go down. As you go down on the edge of the... So you at the very least want to be sideways, if not fully backwards. As you go through the booster. Do you have time to... Yeah, you can let... It looks to me like you want to land already. Ice sliding... Not ice sliding. Yeah, it's ice sliding. Ice sliding left. So the question is... Do you want the nose of the car pointing just perfectly left here or backwards? I'm gonna guess... some mix, honestly. Like you just ice slide down, brake tap last second, try to ice slide the other way, and you get to the platform. And then it's a new ice slide. No trash talking. This made Lars made this flow look a lot harder. And I think it is hard. I just so far we haven't had a big mistake apart from language. Language has been the biggest mistake. Let's try for a little bit of speed. I think the snow is going to equalize us. And ice slide. And spin. And spin. Okay. Okay, that's a tough speed check. It almost worked. We got the ice slide started. But I don't know. I don't know. You need a really good ice slide on the landing, I think, to have the speed. Okay. Back to the start. Yep. Back to the start. Still no falls though. Look, same run. Same run. Oh. RPM is gonna kill me. That's one. That is one fall. How far would we have? Okay, not terrible. Yeah, this would not have been terrible. We're gonna reset. One fall. But that was a really good first run. I mean, we almost made it the entire intended way through. So now, my friends, the pyramids. Basically, it's very hard to find old, unknown writing about the pyramids, right? Like, there's a lot of mentions of the pyramids in historic accounts. The oldest one is from Herodotus, who was a Greek historian. You also have someone called Pliny the Elder. You have Diodorus or something. Yeah, you have a lot of people, and then in, like, you know, the more modern times, you have some British writers, some German writers, etc. But most accounts that are ever going to be known about the pyramids from antiquity are already known, you know? Like, it's hard to find something that's undiscovered. Now, what's crazy is that because History for Granite and other people in this community have mapped out the summit of the pyramid, what they found out is that by comparing that with some accounts of other people, they found in a sketchbook from the 1500s or so, 1600s, a drawing that they're now able to tell would be the summit of the Great Pyramid with measurements. Also, this cannot work, possibly work. Can I go back, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna try to go back. So they found a sketchbook, which is an, like, top-down view of the summit of the Great Pyramid, with measurements of each stone. That sounded like water. That sound, yes, okay, we're good. We're good. The pyramids are shrinking. Yeah, the summit, well, the summit now is actually larger, unfortunately, because a lot of the top layers have been removed. On the Great Pyramid, there's like 4 or 5 layers missing. But they're trying to map out now the summit of the Great Pyramid in newer, greater detail. How it would have looked back then. So that's exciting. Turn around. This looks better. Not gonna hit any pillar. Whew, okay. Yeah, it's like if you're precise here, there's not gonna be any accidents. That's good. And then this part. Good. Oh, this jump is not easy. Not easy. It works a bit like floor 7, but it's not easy. Almost back, go a bit up. No. Oh, the RPM again, man. Oh, these. Yeah, the climbs are so far for me the hardest part. That's 2. Because you're climbing in such low speed second gear that the second I let the RPM go too low, it just is gonna gear me down and send me off that wall. So, solid effort, but... Why are so many layers missing? Nature, weather, and so on, or humans? It's humans, primarily. You might think it's like... Oh, human go on top of pyramid. Haha, rock fall down. Very fun. But it's not at all easy. Like, if you want to dislodge one of these stones, they're not like... Just, you can pick it up and toss it off the thing. Like, they weigh several thousand kilos. 2,000 kilos, 2,500 kilos on average, each stone. And they've even estimated that one of the top layer stones would be 10 tons. That's 3. Again, a wall mistake. 10 tons. Layer 205 or so, or 206, would have had a 10-ton stone, based on measurements. So yeah, you cannot explain it away by just random tourists over time griefing. You can explain a bit of it by nature, but I think more than likely it was for tourism. Which history for granite has also found a lot of evidence to suggest that in the 1800s there was a organized effort to remove a lot of the summit so that they could bring tourists up there and have dining parties and stuff on top of the pyramids. It sounds completely preposterous. Like, did they really do that to the monuments? But yeah, they removed a bunch of the monument on top so that people could have picnics and stuff up there. Which is so crazy. And the stones up there are just lost to time. But he now argues that, you know, like you can look for these stones because they know sort of which layer would have had which year marking graffiti wise. Like, as people go on top of it and leave a graffiti on the top of whatever their time is, you know? If it's in the 1600s, they're gonna write 1600, Edward was here, something, you know? Oh. I'm driving while reading. Are there evidence of the tumblings of these stones from the top layers? Yes. More so on the Pyramid of Khafre, but also on the Great Pyramid. So there's this one conspiracy theory. 1 second. Nice. One conspiracy theory is that the pyramid is 8-sided. Like, oh, did you guys know the pyramid has 8 sides, not 4, because the pyramid's concave a bit inwards. Hang on, full speed. Yeah, didn't do that, nice. And then this. Ooh, nice. But that's just because when stones tumble, they're gonna tumble more in the middle and damage the middle than the sides, so they look 8-sided. Let's try the same thing, but just a bit more speed. Nothing to lose. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi. At least not a fall, though. Just a lap. What floor are we on? This is floor 18, and we're trying to do it without the shortcut that we used to beat the map. And we're on, what, 3 falls so far? Yeah, 3. So I guess you don't have to do this. You just drop back down, right? Yeah. Don't read and drive. You're right. You're right. You shouldn't. Do I believe in any conspiracy theory? None of the schizo ones, no. So you can't really call them conspiracies, but. But things like, I believe, for example, that airplane mode for your phone kind of does nothing. I'm sorry. Maybe that's a very ignorant take, but I just think if they allowed a coordinated effort by like 200 passengers to disturb the pilots by laziness, then it would be too dangerous to allow on planes. Then you'd have to pack away your phone in like your suitcase. If there was even a chance of like bringing a plane down. I don't think that's too schizo. Like with the amount of things they make you do. Yeah. It would be weird if phones were dangerous and they let you do it. Came here for the one shot? Yeah, I've fallen 4 times, bro. Has every fall been to... No. Has every fall been to wall mechanics? I think so. Veritasium has a video on it? Oh, nice. I have to check it out. Do you guys want to hear a crazy one? Maybe this is crazy. Perhaps partially the reason why you're not allowed to bring liquids through the security is so that they can sell you drinks. More so than the actual danger of... Because I feel like they have enough machines to be able to differentiate types of liquids. Like if I bring an unopened Coca-Cola bottle and they can check the liquids in it. Like how could you argue that that's dangerous if I can buy the exact same product past the security? You know? It sounds schizo, but that I've thought about. Or water, especially water is the most absurd one. Okay, sure. Different looking, whatever. You can hide anything behind like a strange colored water, I guess. But like if it's just is clear dangerous? Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe we could test it somehow. That middle part is working every time, it's just this now. Oh, again, that's rough. Oh no. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. Yup. Yup, 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 yup. Yappity yap. Okay. Yeah, water. Okay. How do you do this? There's the recovery here that takes you back, and I'd rather do it properly than do another fall, but we could just do another fall. I think it's something like this. And then if you commit for that and miss, I guess you're just off the map. I mean, can you go like this maybe? Oh, maybe you can do this. Oh, this looks better. Yeah, that's it. But here I feel like you could almost get up the wall still. Maybe not. Okay, well at least I made it back here, so no fall. Good. Did you ever rank the floors? Yeah. It's, I think the stream after I finished. Not the same one. Liquid rule from a plot in 2006. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing they initiated for safety, but like, I'm sure the technology is there to not have it anymore. Also, can I stop? I'm like, if we want to simulate this properly, I'm never gonna play this haphazardly and read chat this much on floor 18. We're sort of, well, like, okay, The result will never be accurate because I don't have nerves. I'm not nervous. But I'm also way too distracted. So we have to lock in, bro. Enough yapping. Let's beat floor 18. The intended way. The way Burley intended. I almost said Buckley. The way Burley intended. Jesus. Lock in. A glimpse into the reality where I didn't finish first? Yeah. I wonder what the tally will be. The end of the floor is not easy either. Okay, so you just have... Oh. Yeah, these walls are the hardest, yeah, for sure. To keep grip on. 30 is fine. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, surely. Speed resets there, right? Yeah. Yeah, so that, like, plastic hit, if you just have a decent amount of speed, will be, like, a reset. You can equalize, although you're entering slower. Nice. It's more like... Oh, I almost had it. Okay. Yeah, I need to go lower. That's how the first one worked. I'm distracting you from work, so now we're even. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe if Alcon didn't find the shortcut, this would be a real run and we'd still be here. Like a week later. That is how some airport. Oh, so there is things. Thank you for the clarification. Long message, but I saw like parts of it. Machines now let you do it in some airports. Very cool. Very, very cool. Where's your candle water bottle? It's right here. But the thing is, the coating, the sort of candle color has started falling off from repeated washing in the dishwasher. It doesn't handle the heat, so it's just metallic now. Which is a bit rip. Oh, wait, water? Okay. Yeah. Like, except for, I have to get a new one, because except for, I guess I don't have to get a new one, it's just, it's gonna be metallic. If I want it to be white, I have to get a new one. It still works. Oh, it's a reset, right? Yeah. Same with that plastic hit. Like, these backwards plastic hits, they just don't let you carry that much speed. So even though that was scuffed as all hell, because the plastic sort of resets your speed, you're allowed to get it badly. Please go up. Yeah, okay, nice. And then loop around. Earlier spin, I spin too late. Oh, but like, Burley, we're not even close, bro. My first one was better. That was really far. Yeah, so, yeah. Now I think I understand what I'm doing wrong, but let's see. That's kind of cooked. I made it across already, but I clipped. Your coworker got scolded for bringing water to the private jet? That's crazy too. Gear 2, don't think you need or want gear 3. This floor looks so cool the intended way. Yeah, I messaged Burley and I said like, I know you're sad about your floor being shortcut, but thank you for a great event. And then he said, thank you, I appreciate it. And yeah, floor 18 was just some of the best building I've ever done, so I'm really sad. But now we get to see it. And he is right, it is indeed cool. Putting this at the top of the tower though, kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. Can you still do the cut here? This is the no cut version, so they fixed the cut here. Well, I haven't tried, but I believe you cannot do the cut here. Oh, save it. Alcon? Imagine? No. Okay, not a fall. A mistake, sure, but the run lives. If you imagine we're up on floor 18, we haven't fallen from 18 yet. Okay, so I had too bad speed for the bumper, that's crazy. Can you try for fun? But if they're saying no cut, and the goal of this is to play floor 18 the intended way, what's the fun of trying a likely impossible shortcut for 5 minutes? Like, what's the fun in that? Because then we just sit there and we go, lol, it's not working. Lol, it's not working. Try again, and then we go, lol, it's actually still not working. And then maybe we give it one more chance, right? Oh, lol, not working. But one more time couldn't hurt. And then no, I just don't think that's what people want to see. Oh, that can't be good. Yeah, first gear. Okay, so I would pick up on this by now. Maybe hopefully before this too. That there's a way on the way down that you don't get second gear, and if you don't, you have to abandon. I thought you get the same gear every time no matter what, but there's like a... Yeah, sometimes you don't get second gear. Didn't you try the almost impossible Dragon Age shortcut for like 10 hours? Yes, but that's different. Different purpose, different stream. Different campaign where we only had that map left basically. It's not the same thing. Context matters. If I was up here for the first time and this was the floor and that shortcut almost looked possible, I would go for it. But now we've beaten the map, so now we're doing bonus quests. This is a side quest. Wait, so you... How do you get second gear? Yeah, first gear again. I think we just fall. That's strange. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is the difference maker for second or first gear. But you insta fall if you don't have second gear. So I don't know what I've done differently in the attempts that worked. I had third gear earlier, maybe at the end of the wall. Definitely not at the start, right? I'd be surprised if it was at the start. In a run you look at your clip? Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that here. Not gonna do that here. Okay. Well, maybe you only get it later actually. Like here I got it late and I could still hook and recover. So I'm not sure. That's good enough. Early onto this wall would be the play. Important not to get so much airtime there. I'd be tilted. Yeah, I'd be tilted if that happened. The consequences would not be that crazy, but I'd be tilted. Yo, Tacti, welcome. We're not going to count this one, right? We're not going to count that one. Distracted driver looking away from the screen. Totally not realistic floor 18 scenario. Literally driving off one block. We're counting it, but it's so silly. It's so silly. I counted it because I don't care to have any arguments today, but my god, that would be silly. Good. Are the lower floors loaded or just this one? In my first run of the map, I one-shot floors 0, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, this is very bad. I think we're cooked. No, I can save it. So, this floor is a huge jump in difficulty. Uncomparable. There's even floors like floor 9 that I was able to do one-shot, but this, yeah. One-shotting this entire floor, especially with all the pressure too. It's not that just that the driving is more difficult, but the actual pressure in a real run would be amplified. It has to give it to you, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that would be how. Just a lot of speed, like 170, and after the hook you get it. So it's basically what I did at first, but now I understand why it worked. Okay. Okay, here I'm gonna go back, because scam. Let's be done with this so we can go to weekly shorts. Well, after this, I actually want to do something stupid. And play the checkpoints version of the map as well. Like, this is gonna be my last day of deep slip content, I think. Maybe we also do tomorrow, but yeah. I want to do this now and then try to get sub 1 hour on the checkpoints version of the entire deep slip tower. Nice. Nice. That's how that's supposed to be done. With the exception of the end, that's how that's supposed to be done. And then I think it's actually intended to land like this, see at speed. It's a good setup. And now the spin. Let me try something new. Jesus Christ, Burley. Okay. Okay. Well, wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's tight. And then up. Yep. Okay, can we do the rest? Can we do the rest? No hesitation now, nothing to worry about. This. Oh, the shadows are not here anymore. Can't aim with the shadows. That still looks alright though. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Third gear. Third gear. That's third gear. Okay. And I saw Alcon do this in a really good way. Like second gear and then slow and low. Just here. Yeah, Alcon way is the way to go. Okay, and then the last thing. Nothing to worry about now. Alright. Nothing to worry about. Ah! Okay, wait, how's recovery here go? We can crash against this, right? Yeah, okay, just straight line. Nothing to think about. No thinking, just go. You get back, right? Do you get back? Oh. Just realized we're in a bit of a pickle. Now I can jump up to the water, I think. Oh, that looks tough though. I don't know. Okay, surely, if you go like this. Nope, I think you're gonna have to do the corner. There's no angle for the other thing. I know everyone's thinking about it. I'm thinking about it too. What? Okay, there was an angle. There was an angle. Just had to actually crash to set it up. Why isn't this just called shallow slip? What's funny is... Wait. I predict less people can beat this than the entire 10 floors of shallow slip. Like, you'd think this would be enough, but no. If you if you give this to beginners, they're not going to be able to do it. They're going to be able to do 10 floors of shallow, but not this one. Okay, a bit more to the right. Hey! Okay! Nice! That should be it. That should be it. Let's just make sure we don't mess up the finish. Okay, so with 9 falls and 40 minutes, I was able to do it here with no pressure. If you add pressure, it's probably a lot more. Some of the falls were stupid though. But that is floor 18 played the entire way. Crazy stuff by Burley. Crazy stuff. And you have to add the 3 or so falls I had as well. And the fact that, you know, this time we also had Alcon DPS for that one backup jump, which really helped. Yeah, I think that's a lot of extra hours, guys. I think that's a lot of extra hours. I'm glad the shortcut existed. Because without the shortcut, I think Alcon wins. But hey, with the shortcut, we get first place. Very cool. Ulan, thank you for the 16 months. Thank you also Joe Cubano for the 42 months. Bit of a rough run. How much longer do you think it would have gone? Based on this now, could be like an extra 5 days, honestly. 5 days. Does that mean Alcon lost by finding the shortcut? Yes, I think so. I think he beats me if it isn't for the shortcut. So yeah. Also, let's do a YouTube outro for the people. All right. Do you guys mind? Let's do that. So that is how floor 18 is played. Thank you all for watching. There's going to be a couple of deep slip videos coming out at the very tail end of this adventure. Gonna play shallow slip or easy slip, chill slip it's actually called. It's like an easy-fied version of the tower that I mentioned. And I'm also gonna try sub 1 hour on deep slip with checkpoints. But after that, guys, the adventure's over. It's been a fun one, and we look forward to deep slip 2, and we look forward to deep dip 3. I'll see you guys for those as well. So stick around on the channel and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. But please stay. Like, look, if you're watching now, don't leave. Please stay. Please stay. 2 things, okay? 2 things. I want to try to risk the roof like I don't care. And I want to try floor 17, the Alcon route. That's what I want to try now. I want to try the just how hard can you full send the roof? I'm sure someone else has done this. Yeah, people have done this in 1 minute. I think I spent like 5. Let me get an exact measure here. This is gonna be funny to compare. Virtual TV. I need to see how long this took me in the real finish. Okay, so I enter the roof at wait, video's dead. 1:30. I mean, I start driving here at 1:31-ish. Yeah, 131 plus minus. And I finished at 136. So like, yeah, 5 minutes. Apparently you can just do everything on the roof in 1 minute. Let's try. Alan the P, thank you. I gotta reset the fall counter too. Alright, timer. I guess we don't need the fall counter, honestly. We don't need the fall counter. No point counting falls on the roof, because there will be 0. Let's see. Full send, full send. We're not scared, because why would we be? Easy. You can be too slow? Oh. No. Oh god, this would be terrifying. This would be terrifying. Okay. First one. No way, bro. Twice? Yeah, it's not that hard. Okay, we lost 38 seconds, but then you go here and you full send. And then you go here and you full send. And you go here and you full send. Yeah, not so scary now. It's crazy what, I had like 150 heart rate when I was climbing this, but it's crazy how much you can send it when you're not scared. But with first gear, spins become very safe. Like, it's very unlikely that you get a spin where you have no grip, so that's a lot of what we're doing here. It's just spins with grip. And then, yeah, driving up so you can get pushed down. Oh! Okay, sure. Uh-oh. Oh. 0 false, 0 false. That's the middle of the block. Yeah, this would be a nightmare situation. Okay, there we go. Saved it. Took a bit of time, but saved it. Full speed. Ooh. Yep. I saw Lars's final jump. He didn't care for speed. He just go here. Can you imagine, bro? If this was the way your deep slip run ended, it would be crazy. Okay, quite a sloppy run. We can go faster. Can you turtle up there? Yeah, there's no water in the helicopter. No water. Just like we talked about with the airline rules, you're not allowed apparently to have water up there. Small shortcut jump, possible. Just saw that. I'm guessing it's gonna be the same for the next drop down one. If you have the setup. I don't know if you do. Oh yeah, it looks like you do. But wow, 104 is kind of... Huh? 104 is pretty insane. Ten seconds from here. Yeah, what? I mean, they must go the other way around. That was a 115. Nice bounce at the finish. Oh, auto time is 103. Yeah, so like people do this other one where you go over here, I'm guessing. I forget. I don't know the route. Forget how Alcon did it. Oh, but you know, maybe you can skip from here to that one. Then you save a bit of time. Let's see if that's what they do. Use boosters, yeah, exactly. Let's see Bio Arcane. I can't figure this out. Oh, wow. Wait, that's it then? And then the same ending? Yeah? Can show what happens if you clip a booster. You will just get sent off the map. And I haven't seen them be pointed in a way where it could be beneficial. Yeah, he's just fast now. Let's try. You said it like 20 times? Yeah. But I have not seen the replay. I didn't know. Maybe you found it without seeing it too. That's impressive. Let's see if we can repeat BioArcane's record. One fault. We're not counting, chat. I'm risking this ladder for no reason. Like with any world record attempt at anything, you don't count here, at least in Trackmania. You don't count the fails. But hang on. So you go up, right? Now you're here. I mean, is there no way? Surely though. Hang on. That one is too far. This one you could definitely reach. Definitely? Probably not. But it's worth a try. It feels like you could. Stop counting the damn falls. I'm getting insecure. You're gonna say, oh man. We've one-shot it twice in a row, right? It's time to risk a bit, get a bit experimental. Yeah, the booster doesn't... Okay, so if they're the same on every platform, then I take back this idea. But my hope was that, like... Okay. My hope was that the booster is pointed in a way where if you drive up now, you can jump. It doesn't fully look like it. And then there was... This booster was also a very clear example of like, oh, you could shortcut there. It skips 4 jumps. Is there any other one where it's like, oh yeah, you could really shortcut hard with it? It requires a specific layout. Hello, seagulls? Yeah, they're loud, as I said. But I can't not have my window open either because it's so warm. So we have to deal with the seagulls. Okay, what happens if you go from here and you get a good booster? That's a solid size jump. Hang on. That's a good jump. Ah. Give seagulls chips. I think if you are the person who feeds a seagull, like feeding ducks is fine. But if you genuinely give food to seagulls, I mean, you're like the worst person. You're the worst type of person. Give it to the ducks, don't give it to seagulls, bro. You are creating a terrorist species of birds. You're actually just destroying the fabric of society. What do we think? Did it look possible? What do we think? Looked pretty good, right? Because here, I mean, you drive down here, but you skip more jumps than the current record does. But it takes you a little bit to set it up. You'd have to go like that. Oh, it looks far. With like a fast line, it looks far. Somehow seagulls are close to being an endangered species. I've heard the I looked up the arguments, right? Seagulls have started becoming like bagels, or they, but they hang out in the bay because of such advanced fishing methods now that there's not so much food for them out at sea. It's like they hang out closer to the bay, and that's why they take so much food from us. Because we kind of uprooted their their main source of food, which, okay, fair, but I don't know. I can't help but to think skill issue for the seagull. Like, gotta adapt just like every other species. Ooh, there's the shortcut here for sure. So you shortcut to this. You shortcut to this and you're right at the end. That looks fast. 1, wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the world record does how many? It does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, yeah, it does 2 more than that. So this should be fast. Unless the actual platforms I'm doing are very slow to drive. Which possible. And this shortcut, okay, maybe not. Maybe it is gonna be 9. Yeah, I think it might be 9. Because that shortcut that I looked at looks very tough. Why are dirt physics so weird? Oh, uh-oh. These are very quick platforms though. Like, all of these are gonna be very fast. Even this one. Oh, 35. Yeah, I keep risking, but I think it's faster. Even the way I do it now. I gotta go slow. Are you gonna play the new weekly shorts? Yes, there's just 2 things to do first. Can you dirt flick the start for a boost? You can, and that's what the world record right now does. It's just when I try to do it, I slide out, and the guy in chat counts 1 more. So because I'm trying to learn this trick, that guy is just counting a mass amount of failures. Because I just want a tiny dirt flick in the start. That's all I wanted. But now you're just plussing 1 to my insecurity. Insecurity meter is at 15. I just wanted a tiny boost. You have no idea how satisfying it is to drive dirt when you get a speed boost versus not. Speed boost is sad. Clean. And it's this booster. Make it. Oh my god, it's okay. Okay, so the strat works, right? But it's very fast. So that's a lesson. That's a real fall, but that's a lesson. Okay. It's a very fast shortcut. Which I take no issue with. I just gotta be ready for it. That makes me believe that the other shortcut also works. Do you need a boost? Actually, good thinking. Maybe. I think you do because of the way the platform is shaped. There's no other good way to build speed on it. See, a dirt flick would do us really well there for speed. But do I really risk the +1? Like, what's gonna hurt more? 10 seconds lost or a +1 in chat? I don't know. No. Okay. No, I gotta watch it, bro. BioArcane, teach me. Teach me something. Teach me something I don't know. Wide full steer, counter steer. Yeah, but that's what I do. That's what I do. I did this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, not again, not again, not again. 2 seconds lost in the uphill, by the way. That might look decently fast, but that's +2. Oh. Uh-oh. So slow. But I just gotta get a run through with this and see the pace. That's fine. There's not a lot of scenery here. It's just very peculiar that that one exists. No, honestly, the chatter who said no shortcut is probably right. The chatter who said no shortcut, I think you're right. No booster, sorry. I'm resetting. That wasn't the fault, I'm just resetting. Not a fault. Did you guys know, speaking of counting, like, for about 300 years, maybe more, people were counting how many layers the Great Pyramid had at the time of each count, and most people got it wrong. Like, it's very hard to count accurately the layer of steps on the pyramid, because you might climb a different side, you might count the same layer twice, you might miss a layer. Yeah. Very few people got it correct. Where are we? Oh, we're here. Yeah, so this... Oh, nice. Okay. It's faster, right? Jump a bit left. I think it's gonna be faster. That was a bit slow, 104.69, but yeah. The route works. I think you can do a 102 with this? I forgot where I was at one point here, so. Nice. Up. Nice. Nice. Oh no! Disaster. Did you play Floor 18 in the Thunder? Yeah, I beat it. I did it. Yeah, I want that. We're gonna have to reset for the dirt with you guys. It's gonna take a couple of attempts, but the start is gonna be so much faster. I mean, was that a dirt flick? I can't tell. There's like a second HUD though. If I'm slow in the start now, I'll try the other shortcut. It doesn't look possible, so. For now, all good. Yeah, but this doesn't work, so now I'm losing all the time again. No, I want to do it with the booster, I'm sorry. It's just, it hurts my soul how slow it is if I don't use the booster. It really hurts. I know there's a faster way, and my brain just cannot accept doing it the slow way. It really, I'm gonna have a seizure on that part if I don't do it. And it's just awkward to drive anyway. Like, it just feels like I'm wasting my time. I want to do it properly. Petra, by the way, so nice to see you. Thank you for the 32 months. Thank you, Empire. Thank you, Piggle, and thank you, Heptagon. Thank you, guys. Did you see Porter when he's in Stockholm? I did not, unfortunately. Haven't been to many concerts so far in Stockholm. I went to see Sabrina, though. I saw Sabrina Carpenter live, Tat. It was kind of forgettable, I'm sorry. It's not, well, not the best concert I've been to. It was fun. I have seen both Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia live, and I gotta say, Olivia crushes. I am Team Olivia all the way, after seeing both live. It's a fact-based analysis of their music, that Olivia is just better. I've not seen Taylor, though. I've not seen Taylor. Nice. Yes, I landed. Yes, it might be good, but no. You see we're on the wrong side and there's nothing I can do. Go again. It's honestly very hard to do the booster part properly. I don't know. I don't know if this is worthwhile to grind. We've already been on the roof for 20 minutes. And this wasn't really what I was intending on doing, but... Okay. Yo. That's an interesting start. Maybe I could do it backwards, I just realized? Oh, get up. Okay, if this is slow, I'm gonna try something here. Because the booster is still gonna push the car when it's backwards, but maybe not as violently. Yo, that's a crazy find, actually. That's a crazy find. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Wicked. I'm glad I had a slow run there and tried it out. I kind of thought about it now after getting pushed at the start. Like, oh, you know that? That looks interesting. Okay, that should be, I mean, close to sub 1 minute territory on this. Slow speed here. We're gonna clip. Maybe I still make it? Yeah. Oh no, bad angle. Okay, and you cannot hit that booster, so it is a bit precise, but yeah. A chatter said that earlier.